A declaration of emergency has officially been issued for the city of Columbia. KRCG 13's Lexi Petrovich joins us live at City Hall with what this means for the city moving forward.
Megan, good morning. That's right. City Manager John Glasscock has officially issued a declaration of emergency for the city of Columbia, and it looks to outline a series of mandatory actions. Now, among the most stringent of those actions is to limit gatherings of more than 50 people at large events and to prohibit more than 25 people or more at places like restaurants and churches. Now, Mayor Brian Treese says there are three major components to this resolution. Those include preparedness, response, and recovery. The resolution will give the city manager and health director the power to enforce these guidelines. Several Columbia bar owners have already agreed to close because of the coronavirus threat in the best interest of the public. And Mayor Treese says the pandemic is a natural disaster and even says it's unfolding in slow motion.
When it comes to limiting bars and restaurants at this point, the decision is to limit bars and restaurants to 50% of their capacity or 50 people or less, including their staff.
Columbia Public Schools has more than 18,000 students, and nearly half of the student population qualifies for free and reduced lunch. Therefore, Superintendent Peter Stiepelman says closing the schools from Wednesday until April 13th wasn't an easy decision.
This was probably the most agonizing decision to make, one that didn't just happen. It wasn't a single point in terms of doing this. This was a real team effort.
During the closure, learning will continue, and so will meals.
We're going to make sure that kids are fed, and so that's another big piece for us, is to make sure that we've got locations around the city, including using our bus system, to make sure that we deliver food to those high poverty parts of our community who are right now probably really nervous about what does that mean when it comes to food insecurities.
Beginning March 30th, Stiepelman says the district will begin distributing food to identified neighborhoods where they know there are children in need.
This really does expose the inequities in our community.
The meals will be non-perishable items, and during this time, the district is asking the community to help bridge the gap between now and when the meal deliveries begin. Stiepelman says the district is working directly with the food bank on buddy packs, and for those wanting to donate, food can be dropped off directly at the food bank, as the school buildings will be closed to deliveries.
Officials in Columbia this evening confirmed the first positive case of coronavirus in Boone County. KRCG 13's Ashley Eddy attended that news conference with city officials. She joins us now live from City Hall with details.
Kermit, the officials are saying the individual is in their 60s and that it is a travel-related case. Now, Columbia Mayor Brian Treese says the individual is self-isolated in their home at this time. Stephanie Browning, the Columbia and Boone County Public Health and Human Services Director, says they have identified people who have been in contact with the patient. She says the patient will remain on home isolation until symptom-free and 2 negative tests are 24 hours apart.